I could use some sun. Okay, and we're live. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to our live event. I'm here with Diana. Hi,
Hi,
Diana.
everyone.
How are you?
I'm great. The sun is feeling really great on my head right now, so
Yeah,
I'm
I
really
can see
enjoying
it. Send some my way.
Oh, yes. I'm
Um,
happy to share it.
So we'll give everyone a few minutes to sign on. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in today. My name is Jessica. I'm the social media and community manager at University of the People, and it's always an honor to be here with you guys. So why don't our students let us know what you're studying, and our applicants let us know where you're from. And feel free to ask any questions throughout. Danielle, yes, I did change my hair. I got it cut. Wow, good eye. Um, it was a
It
bit
looks
too,
good.
thank you. It was a bit too long before, so thank you for noticing. That's so funny. So anyways, I'll give everyone a few minutes to sign on as usual. Today I'll be interviewing Diana about her, some of the challenges she's faced in getting a higher education, and also about, what she's doing with her business administration degree, which she's currently pursuing at University of the People. So let me just say thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in again. I really appreciate it. Feel free to ask questions throughout the live event. If I don't respond to the question, I will review and respond afterwards, so we won't leave you hanging. Don't worry. There is another application deadline. It's a week from Thursday. So don't forget to save your spot. There is a link in the description of this event. So just copy and paste it into your browser. It's super easy. And for those who don't know about University of the People, I'll just say a few things. I'll keep it short. Guys, I love all the comments. Thank you so much. Okay, so first of all, we are tuition free. We are not completely free. We just take small minimal fees to keep us up and running. But if you do have financial constraints, you are encouraged to apply for a scholarship or grant. Those are available to you. We are 100% online, which gives our students the flexibility to study anywhere, anytime. All you need is an internet connection. And we have a very strong academic leadership team from the top universities all around the world, such as Yale, NYU, UC Berkeley, just to name a few. And a full list is on our website. And we do have 44,000 students from over 200 countries and territories. So don't forget that if you feel like English isn't, if your English isn't your first language, we do offer English composition courses to catch you up to speed. Okay, so next, let's talk about business administration. So we have three options for business administration. You can pursue an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, or an MBA. Diana is pursuing a bachelor's degree. Is that correct,
Yes,
Diana?
yes. And then
Okay,
I'm going to move into MBA.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, that's the course a lot of our students take. So, an associate's degree introduces students to the basic, the basic concepts of the field of business, and provides a foundation to continue your study towards a bachelor's degree. So some people start with that and then they move on to a bachelor's degree, which provides students with a comprehensive knowledge of business theories and models and their application to real world problems. And then another option is to pursue an MBA, which is more of like a hands-on approach to both business and community leadership. Students are set up to thrive in business, industry, government, and nonprofit management positions. So there are a lot of options for that degree also. So we like to focus on what our students are doing now and what they plan on doing. So I thought it would be really great to interview Diana and see what she's up to and what she's doing with her business degree. But first, let's talk, Diana. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, I'm Diana. I'm in Belmont, Massachusetts. And actually, English is my second language. It's not the first language that I learned, but it is my
Sorry,
first.
the dog
And
is
I
barking.
immigrated to the US in 1993 when I was, I want to say, 9 years old.
Okay, so
So,
you moved here. You moved to the U.S. when you were 9 years old.
yep, I moved to the US when I was 9 years old, and I've been here ever since. I've switched schools every 2 years, starting from Russia to the move, and then from Connecticut to Cambridge, and then me deciding that I wanted to go to private school. So every 2 years, I also switched different private schools.
Wow, that's a lot of switching.
So I've lived in boarding school. I've lived on campus. I went to UMass Amherst, and I lived on campus. And throughout all of that, I had a lot of trauma I was working through. So studies were secondary and everything else was primary just because there was so much going on in my mind. And it was hard. School was hard. I chose the easiest path. I loved English and I figured creative writing, English, I don't have to take any math. So I took those courses. And so now with the University of the People, I have a chance to actually learn business, and I wanted to start completely from scratch because I didn't know anything. And starting completely from scratch helped me build my own business that I started this year during the pandemic. And right now we have 3 clients that I'm working with. 2 of them are artists, and I will be distributing their artwork. And one of them is a professor from Louisiana, and she's a psychologist, and we write articles together, psychological articles that will be published this coming year in 2021.
Okay, well,
So it's very exciting,
congratulations.
and y'all, this University of the People just gave me that second chance that I really needed. And I am a mom. I have she's 6 years old, a 6 year old. Right now she is in school. So yay for hybrid learning. And it's been busy, but what helps is that it's online. I can plug in anytime and just can fit it anyway into my schedule.
Okay, amazing. So let's talk about why you decided to study at University of the People.
It just, I feel like I prayed for a university like this. I really did. Like I said, I immigrated to the US in 1993 with my parents. And we were under my father's student visa at the time. He attended Yale for his master's, so we moved to New Haven. Then he began his work with Harvard, so it was H-1B1 visa, and I was under that. And then we applied for a green card. Unfortunately, 9/11 happened and everything froze. So all the paperwork froze. But I was still a student and I still needed, funding to go to private school scholarships. Luckily, private schools have their own funding that they give for scholarships, but colleges not so much. So anything that was FAFSA related and not private, I was not eligible for um, due to my status, my immigration status. Um, and so a lot of loans, a lot of money was lost, and I was very up and down emotionally through all the trauma. I survived, and then I fell into a very abusive relationship. It was very codependent from both sides, and I just stayed in it and got married. And that year we got married, it just got really, really bad. And that was also the same year my parents got their green card and I received the denial because I married a US citizen. So I had to reapply with the US citizen and he didn't come to the green card interview. So when that happened, I received a deportation letter. So I've been here, legally doing everything right with all the paperwork since 1993. It was 2012. So all my family is here. My brother and sister are U.S. citizens, my parents are U.S. citizens, and I'm this little black sheep with though I don't know what's going to happen. But luckily the deportation was removed through the I-360. Unfortunately, my attorney was not so great, so I had to find other attorneys that I'm working with as part of from California that are really helping and supporting me right now. And throughout that time, I was praying to maybe I just need to go back to school. If I could just go back to school, everything will be fine. And so my friend is like, oh, well, you can go back to school. Have you heard about University of the People? I was like, no, what's that? So she's like, oh, just check it out. And it's basically free. And I think you can apply for funding and you should check it out. So I checked it out. I enrolled immediately. I didn't even care. I was like, if I have to pay the $4,000, I'll find it. But I didn't even have to because, again, the scholarship options were amazing. And just the community is so supportive. And I wouldn't have been doing what I'm doing now if it wasn't for just signing up and just joining the university.
Oh, so you have not had an easy road, that's for sure. But it's definitely brought you to a much better place where you're at now.
Yeah.
And it must have been very frustrating because you really identify with being an American. You've been there since, how old were you?
9 years old. 9.
This is like all you probably really remember and know.
So I tried really hard to fit in and Americanize myself. So the Russian, Armenian, I pushed that aside. And in boarding school, you're on campus with kids who speak English. You're not bonding with immigrants so much, or I chose really not to. It was just, oh, I'm American. I go to private, I really wanted to fit in. And especially coming from a lower class family that goes to private school, it's hard to fit in on that level.
Yeah, I can definitely understand. I don't know if you see the comments, but people are saying really supportive comments for you and are really loving your story. And good for you, Diana, from Josh Danielis. He's getting emotional. I actually am too. I'm just keeping it together. Rose.
Thank you.
Isabel is also going through something similar. I'm sorry if I didn't say your name right. And she relates to what you're saying.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking into this. Yes. So I would say sign up and see, what really, this will help you start kind of fresh. And then everything else hopefully will start falling into place too. And if you have any questions, just message me.
That's really nice of you. Thank you. Yeah, I tagged you on Instagram, so you can go to Instagram and message if that's okay, Diana.
Yes, yes. And you can message me directly.
Okay.
And I'm happy to respond to any other questions.
That's so nice. Okay, so let's talk about, so we talked about your challenges. You've had quite a few, but, I really think it's all brought you, to where you're meant to be.
Because all the work, and I do work a lot with advocacy for immigrant lives and support survivors of domestic violence. I lost a friend just recently to that. And so a lot of the nonprofit work that I do right now and it does revolve with mental health issues. And so anyone that's struggling, I just want to say that you can do this. It is in your mind. It is a conversation you have in the mind, and you need to just focus on that positive voice that says, you got this, you can do this, and everything is going to be fine. And just focus and maybe use that mantra for a little bit, and just as you develop more and more into really focusing on the beautiful, positive aspects that are you.
And definitely, I 100% agree. And Zahir is asking where you're from originally. Can you remember?
Oh, yes. So originally I was born in Tbilisi, Georgia, which at the time was part of the former Soviet Union. And then we moved to Armenia. Yerevan, Armenia, because my dad was Armenian and that was the move my parents chose to do. And we lived there for a couple of years before just moving to the US.
Okay, so I hope that answers your question. Okay, so maybe you could talk about how studying online has benefited you.
I think the best about studying online is that you get to make your own schedule. And what I faced throughout all my journey in the academia, it was that I have a hard time following instructions or the routine or anything. I need to set my own tone for the day. I need to have that in control and I need to have it that way while I'm studying. And so that was the answer, online learning, because I can do that. I can study at my own pace. I can focus on what needs to be done. And also with just the textbooks are amazing here. I don't They're
Um,
amazing. I liked reading them. Usually that's another thing. It's hard for me to I get bored reading sometimes,
yeah,
especially if it
you
sounds
find
a little tedious and just the tone, the language is just if it doesn't resonate with me, I don't like to. But here it resonates and I was able to put into action everything I was learning in the textbook. So I would take out things and I would start trying to put them into action and it also helped with my mental health issues just because I was busy. I was staying busy. I wasn't falling into depressive modes.
right.
Everything was really just going in a nice flow.
And what have your business administration courses been like so far?
Um, for me, I think just because I was putting them into action, I took some time just getting adjusted. I want to say it is like the first year of any school, you're gonna face challenges, but you're also gonna face positivity and support. And the instructors have been very supportive. Right now, I'm taking principles of marketing, and the instructor is just amazing. There's so much to learn. He's very involved with the class. His feedback is something I'm actually taking and again putting it into my company.
Right. So I think that's also why you're probably excelling in business administration because you're running a company and applying what you're learning on a daily basis.
Everything, and I'm really enjoying that learning. What I didn't like previously, I want to say about marketing, because it was always product targeted. What I like about what resonates with me down is that now it's one-to-one, so we get to really get to know the people and help the people, and that helps with nonprofit foundation work because it's there's not a product we're moving. It's more that we want to communicate and help, and the more we can do that and embrace the community, everyone is able to work in smaller groups. So yeah, this is the time for anyone who's interested in business. I would say sign up and just join the community.
Yeah, and what has your interaction with peers been, or maybe your instructors?
I've had a lot of great feedback from my instructors and peers because there's so many different peer assessments we get to go through and learn from different people. They give you feedback. So I honestly, I wouldn't have been doing the editorial work I'm doing right now if it wasn't for, you know, learning the APA format, which
Right.
when I started, I had no idea. I came from English. We're completely MLA and just it's
Yeah,
different, especially as a creative writer. You're
it's
just
just like a
creative.
whole other
Yeah,
language.
whole other dynamic. So it was kind of learning like a literally like a new language of
Um,
writing and business and communicating.
and what has been maybe one of your favorite moments about studying at UoPeople so far?
Well, probably this right now
Oh, really?
because I get to finally engage with the community, and that's
Oh,
something
that's so
I
cool.
love to do. So probably this moment right now has been
Diana, you're welcome anytime.
you.
No, just to let you guys know, to our viewers, as soon as Diana froze a little bit, maybe she'll come back. Um, Diana, you froze. I don't know what happened, but okay, we'll just keep going. So to our viewers, when I read Diana's story, I just knew that I had to have her as someone I interviewed. So I'm so happy that she decided to join me today. Although I think we might have lost her a bit. Let's see what's happening. Maybe she'll come back. I don't know, but let's keep going. Just out of curiosity, guys, why did you join University of the People? Maybe you can let us know in the comments. Okay, so she's hopped off. Maybe she'll come back on. I bet she will. So why don't you guys, the viewers, let us know why you joined University of the People? I'd love to hear. Remember, these live events are for you. They're for you to engage with each other and talk to one another, and really be here to ask questions, get your questions answered. Oh, Jermico was also on here. Hi, Jermico. Jermico also loves to engage with the UoPeople community. And Jermico, I loved having you as a guest as well. Okay, so not sure if Diana's going to come back on, but okay. I want to thank Diana for her time, even though she's not here for me to thank. But I think you guys got the gist. She is a really strong person and really incredible. So thank you, Diana, for your time. And to everyone else, thank you so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. It's been a pleasure. If you haven't saved your spot for next term yet, there's still time. All you have to do is copy the link in the description of this event and paste it into your browser. And every week I see more and more people joining these live events, and you must be telling your friends or sharing them. So thank you. Keep up the great work. I love to see you guys here. And don't forget, if you haven't saved your spot yet, you can take a whole term. And oh wait, Diana's back, maybe. Okay, something's not. Let's see.
Sorry, am I?
That's okay. Hi.
Hi. The battery on my laptop died. So
That's okay. No, it's okay. So I was super excited when you said that that this was one of your favorite moments. So thank you for that. And actually, I only had one more question for you, so it's all good. So maybe you could say some tips that you have for those looking to transition to an online degree.
I would say go at your own pace. Just see what you're comfortable with. Explore. Everyone has a different background, a different story, especially when it comes to education. And this school really helps you really learn that time management. And the foundation course really does focus on that. So it focuses on you. And some of us have struggled with that in the past and struggled with getting through regular university. And especially now, the time with the pandemic and the COVID and just, even feeling isolated, would be the best time. Every school I can imagine right now is doing remote learning. So everyone is actually switching into this method of educating.
Yeah, and what I want to add to that is that the advantage that University of the People has is that we've been around for 10 years. So, we already have the educational technology that's needed to, really succeed in this, in the online learning world. So I'm very grateful for that. So those were all the questions I have. Diana, do you have any final thoughts you'd like to share?
No, I just want to thank you for having me. I said this has been so much fun. I love every moment of it.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
And so if anyone has any questions, just message me, Instagram, Facebook, whatever works best for you. And I'm happy to answer them.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Diana. It was really a pleasure. And thank you for sharing all the struggles and challenges that you've had, because it's not always easy to share those types of situations, but you did a great job. And
I learned that it's therapeutic to share. And if my story can help one other person, then I know I've done something good. So I want, my mission is to provide support to everyone that needs it. Every life matters. Immigrant lives matter. Black lives matter. Low income lives. There's just so much, and so much people are going through, and I don't think I would have ever even realized any of this if I didn't fall headfirst into it. I have been low income. A single mother. I've gone through all of it. So, and it gets better. And if there's an opportunity like this, just grab it. Just take it and prosper.
Definitely. Very well said. So thank you, Diana. I already kind of said what I wanted. Thank you. And tell your little girl we say hi. You know what, Diana? We didn't talk about your
morning.
What?
I told her that mommy has an interview, and she said, "Well, can I pick out your clothes for you?"
She did she? She did a good job. By the way, you didn't talk about how you're a children's author. We didn't address it.
So I actually
wrote a book.
I found an illustrator, and he's actually the one that sent me his artwork to distribute. So it's been great. I'm working on hopefully it will be officially out in 2021. I'm working on the final re-edits. So it sounds like a lot, but it all comes from just what keeps me grounded and going with the flow. So I'm able to touch base on everything I've always dreamt of doing and really applying it now rather than just dreaming about it.
Perfect. I love it. So keep us posted about the book.
I will.
And yeah, keep us posted about everything. You have lots of exciting activity.
Yes, definitely. Well, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
And if anyone please, I'm here to support you and help in any way I can.
Yeah, and Jermico's commenting. I interviewed him once also. He's also a children's author, so maybe you guys should connect. Let me know. You want me to make the intro?
I'm always happy
what I'm doing with my hands, but
I have a Facebook group, and it's called Let's Connect. So I'm happy to connect with anyone. And if you're working on something, or you have your own little business or side hustle, feel free to promote it within the group. I can share the link right here in the chat.
Yeah. We'll do that after. We can still after I end the broadcast, we can share it still. So guys, look out for Diana's link. Okay, so that's all I got. Thank you guys so much, Diana. You're amazing. Keep us posted with everything. All right, guys, have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye.